Hey everybody, good morning. Is my camera stuck? What is going on? Can somebody in the comments tell me if they can see me moving? Because for me it looks like it's stuck. Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on 1 second. Alright, we got it. We got it. I don't know what happened there. My little camera device froze on me there. Alright, so we're back. We're here. Thanks for everybody for your patience. Alright. When all else fails, reboot. No kidding. Alright. Yeah, I rebooted the camera and it worked, so I didn't have to reboot the entire broadcast. So, thank you for joining me. It's Sunday. I got my coffee in my Define Life coffee mug. And, yeah, just chilling out. I got up early today. So, like, we're talking about routine, sleep routine in yesterday's session. Went to bed late last night. Kids are up late. I was working late. And I just had to chill out and watch like an hour of TV. So I'm watching The Leftovers, which was a series, a 3-season series on HBO. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like 2% of the world's population just disappears. And I'm on season 2. And it's kind of a depressing show. It's emotionally, intense at points. But the concept of like suddenly losing someone in your life, if you really meditate on that, I have at other points in my life, and still do actually. But when you look at your kids growing up and you realize like these moments are passing so fast, and you see other people that may have lost somebody, or maybe you lost somebody in your own life, and you think to yourself, if I knew that that was happening, what would I have done differently? And so if you carry that forward to the relationships you currently have and the moments you currently have in anything, even the relationship you have with yourself, if you had very limited time, what would you do differently? And if you can have that mindful experience without causing too much anxiety, and just realize, like any day could be it, and you keep that in the back of your mind as you progress and move forward, you learn to appreciate the moments that happen that are good and get rid of the moments that really harm you, to the best of your ability. And one of the notes, so anyway, to wrap up my conversation about last night, got to bed late, but still, because I'm working on my routine, I woke up like this at 6 o'clock. Like, I don't have an alarm on Sunday, but 6 o'clock I woke up. So that was super encouraging for me, that happened yesterday or this morning. And I'm hoping that tomorrow morning will be easy, especially if I get to bed at a decent time. So, in this weird life we have, I don't know if you believe in synchronicities or angels or things happen for a reason or all of that stuff. I'm not the most faith-based person in the world. I have my moments. But so I have these shower notes in my shower. So I have the Aqua Notes that we sometimes sell on our website or put in our productivity packs. And I use them all the time, right? So I have a tablet, sticking to the door in my shower, and I have these notes, and when something comes to mind, I write it down, and if something I need to keep coming back to, I slap it on the shower. Like sometimes an affirmation, something I want to tell myself first thing in the morning, slap it on the wall of the shower, and it's just there, and I see it every day. Other times I rip it off and bring it with me, like I have all these notes for work. And so my son took a shower in there a couple of weeks ago and wrote me a little note that says, "Hi, Dad, just to let you know I love you. I put your other note at the bottom of the mall." So he, there's a little bit of cleanup at the bottom there, but I don't know what that picture is, but it looks like a mountain to me, which is something that is important in my process. And maybe he got that from me. Maybe it's something else. I need to ask him probably. But the "just to let you know I love you," I have this like right in the middle of the shower, under the shower head, sticking to the wall. When they're wet on the back, they stick to tile, and if you have a surround, it'll stick to that too. And so every morning when I open my shower door, this one note flies off the wall and hits the floor. So it makes me pick it up. And I think like after the second time this happened, I started to think to myself, maybe I'm supposed to think about this for a couple of seconds. And so, literally every day, this is the one note. I've even tried sticking it to a different tile, a more flat tile, tiles where other ones have been sticking for months. And this one always flies off for some reason, no matter the day. And so I pick it up and I read it and I put it back where it was. And lately, this other one has been flying off with it. This is a note I wrote a long time ago that it's just like key points to remember when I'm talking about define my day with people. Things to remember when dealing with somebody that's working through ADHD, how to reach alignment between your actions and your goals, simplifying it, getting rid of BS in your life, developing a habit of positive movement, and following the process, following any process that leads to success without modifying it until you become an expert to modify it. So they're like key points that I talk about. And so now this one's flying off. In the past couple of days, if not the past week, this one's been flying off. And I'm thinking to myself, is there somebody trying to smack me in the head or just remind me, get me to be mindful? Like always remember this. Oh, by the way, you need to talk about this stuff more. I don't know, but I'm been thinking about it. So, I don't know. It could be just me just making stuff up. I don't know. It could just be, the way the moisture sticks to the back of the note. I have no idea. So, but the one thing that I wanted to start off today with was the getting rid of BS concept. I think that it's hard for people to do this when you are overwhelmed by a variety of chaos around you. And what we have to develop is an intolerance of chaos. If there are people bringing chaos into our lives, we need to set harsh sometimes, but firm boundaries. If we are causing chaos in our lives, we need to take a hard look at ourselves and see what we're doing, why we feel the need to cause chaos, why do we need to stir the pot, why is chaos more comfortable than peace and calm. And until that's addressed, it's hard to implement a process that helps you maximize your love of life, right? And I'm not talking about like spontaneity. I'm not talking about chaos and like random things that happen that you enjoy. I'm talking about chaos in that like you can't survive in it. It is harming you. Whatever it may be. Until you're rid of that to a point, it's hard to stop, be mindful, and turn forward and take care of things. And so, as I'm getting ready to start a new planner. This is a new one that I haven't even opened it yet. And I'm wrapping up my old one, doing my review for the month. I actually found another one back there. It was on my bar behind me here as I was going through. I had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to give away today, which I will be in a minute. I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to give away, and I found this one planner that I was thinking, oh, I'll just use this one. I probably used it in a photo. I'll just use it as my next one. And I opened it, and there was writing in it. There were some affirmations, and day 1, 2, 3 were filled in. But then as I kept flipping through it, a lot of the pages were empty, and I'm thinking, oh, I must have used this as a sample for photos. And then I started looking at it, and I'm like, no, these are my words. These are my affirmations. These are my priorities. But it was very sporadic. And so I was looking at the dates, and it was from August of last year, 2022. And I'm still like looking at it, thinking it's. I don't even know if it's 50% filled in. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I was trying to be real with some examples I was using. But, I looked at the back of it, and I date mine. I put actually, this is it right here. My old one. I don't know where I put that. I just put it down somewhere. I don't know where I put it. The date on here, I wrote the date. I started it August 15th, 2022. And going through it, I'm falling on a lot more empty pages than filled in pages. And when I think back to that time, there was a lot of chaos. That was at the height of my divorce. That was me. I had just gone on my first ever date since separating about a month before that, which took me to a bad place personally, just because of not being prepared for it and a lot of things, old wounds being exposed. I was really diving into, at that point, what made me a person, how I got to be the way that I was and felt the way that I felt. It was a hard time. A lot of chaos. And it's reflected in my ability to do this process that I've been doing since 2016. I had been through the rough parts of starting out and getting, being consistent and all that stuff, but here I was in one of the most chaotic moments in my life, struggling to pull it together. And I had this tool in front of me that I created for myself that I knew the importance of, and I couldn't even bring myself to use it every day. And so, you can look at that as a failure. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, I don't use it every day either. And I get down on myself for being that way. I don't, right? I look back at that and think to myself, I almost forgot, right? But I look back at this now and I think, and I see what I wrote, and I was trying. Like on those days, I had great intentions. Maybe I got things done, maybe I didn't, and maybe it just overwhelmed me. And then like the next day, like I couldn't even think to even pick it up. I might not have even thought to pick it up. I might have just walked past it in a fog, in a daze, overwhelmed, highly emotional. But I kept coming back to it. And now I do it every day again, right? And I have been. I mean, I could probably go through every book I've had for the past year. And I mean, I might have, if I miss days, it might be like 5% of them. And the reason for that is because I kept coming back to it. So I was going through the chaos. Life was as chaotic as it can get. And I didn't have the capacity to do this to the best of my ability. And if I, the creator, can't do it to the best of my ability when in that chaos, I certainly know that most other people can't either. And so, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying do what you can, but your primary focus needs to be cutting out as much chaos as possible, self-soothing, repairing whatever is going on, and building that solid foundation. And I know what I started doing when I realized that, I don't know that I realized, I don't know that I ever, it's before today, realized that I wasn't doing it to that extent. But what I was doing was, my priorities were all healing and repair. Sorry, I have something going off in the background here. All of my priorities were healing and repair. All of my priorities, you know, there was some work mixed in there that needed to get done, but it was reading, it was exercising, it was eating well, it was being there, being present for my kids. Because to be honest, I mean, with everything that was going on, a lot of times it was, you know, I would save my energy for when my kids got home so I could be a dad. And then as soon as they went back to my ex's place, I needed like a day of healing, you know, like a day of like recovery and recuperating. And, you know, that improved, but only because I was focused on the habits. I was focused on journaling. I was focused on meditating. I dove deep into meditation last year, meditating for sometimes hours a day, just to try to soothe and repair myself. That's sometimes what you have to do. You know, you can't work on the goals. You can't work on, in fact, sometimes I think somebody should have taken the keys away from me. Like I had no business trying to run this business while going through all that. You know, it almost would have been better to shut it down at points. But I felt like I had a responsibility that I had to keep going with it. And, you know, sometimes you just have to take that focus and put it on being healthy for yourself and building that foundation. So not so much striving to move forward, but just trying to build that foundation to move forward, or so you can move forward when you have time. And obviously now I feel like now I'm fine, but it took a while. So you know, wherever you are, you know, whether you're, you know, you might be somebody, you might be where I was when I first started this, where I was just overwhelmed, probably a little ADHD, you know, but definitely not prioritizing, just overworking myself and just doing way too much, being highly inefficient. And I needed this process to zero in on the things that I needed to do. Now, in this past year, it's been a healing journey for me. It's been, you know, bringing it to a place where I can be the person that's striving forward again. And it took time. It took time to get there. So, wherever you are, this book is flexible enough to be there for you. So that's my my summary of that whole thing. So, of the people that are here, I want to thank you as a thank you for joining me. First of all, if you have questions, if you have comments, write them in the comments. I can see them as they roll by here and can discuss whatever you want to discuss. The first thing I want to do is send you guys. There's one person here. I want to do. Give me, so today being Sunday, the beginning of the week, give me one milestone. The first person that gives me a milestone for this week, I will send them a Define Life logo coffee mug. And so throw in the comments, if somebody writes what their milestone is, I'll send you a logo coffee mug. I have other things I'm going to give away here too. You can get more than one thing. If you are an active commenter, you might get a couple things. But right now, the first person to send me a milestone, I'll send them a logo coffee mug. While I'm waiting for that, we will talk about why am I starting a new planner on December 18th, actually, because I'm starting it tomorrow. I'm setting it up tonight. But why am I starting a new planner on December 17th, 18th? Like, it's not the beginning of the month. Because I don't care about the beginning of the month. In fact, this next beginning of the month is probably the worst day to start your planner. You think about what New Year's Eve and New Year's Day is going to look like. New Year's Eve, maybe you're a partier, maybe you're not, but you're probably staying up later than you would like. New Year's Day, maybe you have somebody's house you're going to. There's some New Year's Day celebration. Whatever your situation looks like, it's probably not normal. It's probably not your average day. It's probably not the right day to start a new planner. And for me, I don't care where in the month I am. I don't base any of my goals on the month itself. My planner is completely disjointed or disconnected from the calendar month. My life isn't built around months. It's built around a process and a routine and momentum. And so, I'm on this 4-week period just as segments, but the primary segments I'm focusing on are just like segments of the goals, right? So I'm just breaking the whatever long-term goal, whatever the time frame it might be. Sometimes it's tied to a time period. Like now is our biggest sales month there is with the planners. So now I'm tied to a period. But once we get out of this segment of time, I'll be going back to a more like, I just need to get this done. What's an appropriate amount of time for me to finish this work project, this home project, working on relationship things. Health goal. I mean, health is going to be big for me next year because like I just described what my 2022 looked like. I exercised like a demon, but I also was not real great on my diet. And, I've kind of let that all, like, that's like the one part of my life. My physical health is like the one part of my life now that I feel like is not in alignment with everything else. So that's going to be like, I've been allowing myself through this end of the year and I'm going to be getting on that. So that's going to be, I'm not going to tie that to a calendar. I'm going to tie it to, what's an acceptable amount of time for me to work on this health goal. And, I don't care about all of that, of what the calendar looks like. And, I don't want anybody to really, I don't want, like, if you think about the first of the month, what is the first of the month this coming up? Is it like a Monday or a Tuesday? And then the month after that, it's going to be another day. It's going to be another. So I don't want, that's, we always have to answer these questions, especially this time of year. Why is it only 4 weeks? Why is it not 31 days? I'm missing 3 days. You're not. I don't want you to plan on a Wednesday. If Sunday night is your best night to plan your next week, I want you to always do it then. I don't want you to have to change when you're doing your monthly plan, your 4-week plan. So it's about the cadence. It's about the routine. So So that's that. That to me, I always know like Sunday night is the night that I can set up my new planner, and then Monday is always day one of every week. All right, so Facebook user. I don't see the user group names. So this person has their milestone of getting all of their Christmas stuff done by Wednesday. Hard deadline. I feel you there. So for me, I have a couple of things why the Christmas stuff. I need to get all the stuff. I'm not a last minute shopper. I don't like the crowds. But I know like there's things I was looking at on Amazon that won't be delivered until after Christmas. So getting it done as soon as possible. Oh, Stephanie, good. I'm glad. Awesome. Well, you got a mug. Good for you. I'll tell you how to get it in a minute. But the Christmas stuff, like I don't want any more like decoration boxes around the house. I can't park my car in my garage because I still have decoration stuff on the floor. So I need to finish that. I have 1 full week of having the house completely decorated, and then I have to tear it all apart. And yeah, like just a couple of things, a couple of people I need to shop for and things I need to get. So I don't want to have to think about it anymore. I really don't. You're welcome, Stephanie. You're welcome. Hey, so to get this, I know last session we were telling people to claim their prizes on the website. Go to definemyday.com, and there's a help icon on the lower right corner. Well, that icon disappeared, probably through a website update. It is back now. So it won't be so hard for you to reach us. You can go to definemyday.com, and on the right bottom corner, write your name and the prize that you win in this session, and Lewin will create the order and send it out to you. So Stephanie, go ahead and go there and do that, and we'll get you out your mug. So sorry for the confusion yesterday. I can't remember who that was, but thanks for letting us know. We got that fixed. Okay, so a couple other things I want to give away here. We have the, let me see. Who is this? Is this you, Stephanie, also? I love that we don't have to start our planners at the beginning of the month. Yeah, it kind of is freeing in a way. How come I can only see my comments on these live sessions? I'm not sure. I don't think anybody else is commenting, to be honest with you. I haven't seen anybody else's comments. I have Connie. Connie's on here. But that's about it. And there's other places. There's other people. So, Stephanie, we have the broadcast going to a couple of places. There's the user group, and that's probably where you're watching it because I can't see your name. But there's also the Define My Day Facebook page, and then there is the YouTube channel. So we have it going to a couple of places. The one in the morning on the weekdays that we do only goes to the user group. So if... let me see. Stephanie, I'm going to give you, because you've been active and I appreciate your comments, I'm going to give you an opportunity for something else. Let me ask you, when you set up that ticket, tell me what you would prefer to have. Would you rather have a do one thing every day that makes you happy journal? Or would you rather have a do one thing every day together journal? Or, I'll give you one more option, a 3-pack of friction erasable pens. This is the, it's like aquamarine, green, and purple. So you can choose between one of those. Let me know here so I know which one we're getting rid of, and I can take it off of my pile, and then let Luann know in your ticket which one you would like, and then yeah. So thank you. I appreciate you being here. We have a couple other people on here, but you're all sort of silent. So are you listening? A couple of other things we have here. we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I wanted to reiterate. We have what we're calling the Ultimate Bundle on the website. Okay, just real quick. Stephanie says, thanks, I do the one thing to make you happy. Pens will be nice. All right, so, so you have the do one thing that makes you happy. Oh, awesome. Awesome. The pens. So Stephanie's getting the pens. So Stephanie has, let me put those away, the pens and a coffee mug. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. And Connie says, yes, I'm here. Hi, Connie. How are you? So Connie, then I'll tell you what, I'll give you the choice. You can have the do one thing every day together, or do one thing every day that makes you happy journal. These are actually really cool. If you've never seen them, we have them on our website every so often. But every day, they give you something that you can. It's like a prompt. So, for instance, this one says the best thing for being sad is to learn something. So you then have to write what you learned today. So if you're sad, then what did you learn? It should like over time might not be immediate happiness, but over time you grow and you get happy. Energy is internal delight. What made me energetic today? Oh, the wild joys of living. Today's wild joy. So it's interesting. Connie says the yellow one. So perfect. The one that makes you happy. Connie, go ahead and go to the website on the help icon, definemyday.com, help icon, lower right corner, enter your information and that you won the do one thing every day that makes you happy planner or journal. And we'll get that order created for you and get it sent out to you. Just give us your address in there too. Don't make it public. Stephanie says, yeah, the do one thing books every day are awesome. They are really cool. I like them. Okay, so that. So the ultimate bundle that we're doing. So next year, starting in January, we are going to do a mastermind group. It's going to be a subscription. It's going to be $50 a month, and it's going to be a small group where a group of us get together on a Zoom call and we'll discuss a topic. But for the most part, it's about a group session as to how to use the Define My Day planners better, how to get through this whole defined life process and help each other, support each other through that. So what we did for like the initial group of people, the initial cohort, we wanted to make it as valuable as possible. So Define My Year typically runs about $150, and we're doing a Define My Year, so you get a full year of planners. You also get a couple of accessories, and you get a full year's membership to this mastermind when you buy this bundle. And so the whole ultimate bundle is $250, and you're getting $600 worth of the membership to the mastermind. So already you're getting that, plus you're getting the 13 Define My Day planners or 4 of the Platinum Edition planners and all of the other stuff that we have going on there. Plus, to sweeten it a little bit and to help you get maybe anything on the website that you want that's not included in the bundle, we're giving you a $50 gift card to spend at any point in time and get whatever else you want on the website. So it's like the best deal that we have going, but it takes a bit of a commitment, right? You're buying a full year's worth of planners, you're committing to joining the mastermind, and I'm hoping that if you join, that you then participate and try to do your best for yourself and help the other members. It's a pretty good deal, but it will be going away New Year's Eve. So we have like 2 weeks to get anybody else that wants that. After that, that's going away, and the membership will just be the $50 a month. So if you are interested, even if you already have planners, you're not going to get a better deal. It's as good as you're going to get. So if you are interested, that is available still. And I will be. We have a couple of Define My Years on there, but the seasonal has sold out. But what I can do is put together a little custom bundle for you. If you want the ultimate bundle and you want a couple of the planners that we don't sell anymore, we can bundle in the Veterans Day planner that we did a couple of years ago. This one has a little mark in it. You will not be getting this one. You'll be getting a shrink wrapped one. We have the cream colored cover that we did a few years ago. I have this one that is already opened, but it is new, that we used for our photos. The Maple Leaves Fall Edition one. This is the last one we have. We also have the pink camo edition of the planner that was incredibly popular a couple of years ago. This one, we do have one shrink wrapped, so you will not be getting this one. You'll be getting a brand new one. And so you can get all of these in that Define My Year bundle, the ultimate bundle, or only one of these, and you can pick from any of the other ones we still offer. It's up to you, but we're only going to be offering these as part of the ultimate bundle. So if you're interested, message us, set up a ticket in the help section of the website, and tell us what you want, and we'll put it together for you. Hey, Amy, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, if you're interested and if you want to join us for next year and make 2024 awesome, then grab that ultimate bundle. Amy, how you doing? What's going on? What do you got going on on your Sunday morning? I am going to be working for the next hour after this session, trying to put together a little bit of content to help people learn how to use Define My Day a little bit better. And we're going to watch a little bit of football this afternoon, and then we have a tryout. My one son has a tryout for a football team. So we're going to be, it's football on Sunday today for us. Your first time here. Thank you. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Good to have you. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'm here for you. But yeah, so if I don't know if you guys watch football. I know we had some football fans. We actually have some Steeler fans that watch once in a while, and the Steelers look awful. They are hard to watch right now. So, man, it's brutal. Connie, you're welcome. If I didn't say that already. So I have one more, since we have one more person. Amy, since you're on here, and I appreciate you joining me, I have one more thing to give away here. I'm going to give this to you. We have a gratitude card deck. So this is 50 inspirational insight cards that we have as part of our gratitude bundle on the website. We also sell these individually. We have a couple of different ones too, like self-care and whatever. But this particular set, as my appreciation for you being here, Amy, thank you very much for joining. So I'll send these out to you. All that you have to do to get them is go to definemyday.com, click on the blue help icon, and give us your name, your address, and we will send you out the cards. So thank you for being here. Appreciate it. That's pretty much all I have going on for today. I'm looking forward to hopefully a nice relaxing Sunday with my boys. Hopefully my son does well in his tryout and makes the team. If not, he'll have better clarity on what he needs to work on, which is, what failure gives us. It gives us some clarity on what we want to do, what we don't want to do, and where we need to do our work. We'll be doing that and just chilling out, being re-energized for Monday morning with my new planner and ready to go. So thank you all for joining. I appreciate you for spending your time with me on a Sunday, hanging out. For everybody that got their stuff, remember to submit your help ticket and we'll get it out to you. Probably get it out tomorrow, so you should have it before next weekend. The only thing that might take a little bit more time is the mug because they print them on demand. So this might maybe get to you before the end of the year. And yeah, we'll see you very soon. For everybody that's in the user group, I will see you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. We'll be doing our morning coffee then. You'll get to see me. For anybody who hasn't been there yet, unshowered, just out of bed, and just making my way through a 6 o'clock day. Hey, have a great day. You too, Stephanie. Thank you. Amy, hey, happy to help you out here. I'm good to see you. I appreciate you being with me. Connie, thank you. Hey, you're welcome. Good. Awesome. I'm glad you got that in there. Hey, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all being here. Have a great weekend, the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye.